Yo, yo, yo. We are on. Yo, 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 yo. Let's get this up. What is up, everyone? Welcome to the first live stream on this channel. Oh my god. This is really, really exciting right now. I cannot wait to see what this live has in store for us. Where are you guys tuning in from? I would love to know. Let's get the chat flowing. Let's get the comments going. Let's get the vibes going. Hello, Luz Maria Benitez Garcia. Where are we tuning in from right now? Let me know. Let me know. Aussie boy over here, so we're chilling on the other side of the world right now. I'm guessing opposing to the rest of you who are on probably like 24 hours away or 24 hours behind. I am a yo guys. Yeah, so currently I am sipping on my tea, my favorite blend, my absolute go-to vibration raise up. It's got chaga mushrooms, ashwagandha, honey, lemon, turmeric, ginger. Honestly, there's too many ingredients, and a lot of people try this tea and say that it tastes really bad, but I love it and it makes me feel amazing. So yeah, love to get some questions going. If anyone has any questions, anything that they are wanting to talk about, anything they want to get off their chest, I would love this stream to be as interactive as we can get it. But yeah, it's really, really funny because like I've been challenging myself a lot this week to get out of my comfort zone because I've been in a little bit of a rut. I don't know if anyone else is feeling that way. Just doing the same thing each day, every day. So I have been doing a lot of things outside of my comfort zone, and this live stream is something that is outside of my comfort zone, or that was outside of my comfort zone. And yeah, we're just gonna see how it goes, see how it flows, and drink the tea. Got a bit of Palo Santo, which is like an incense. It's really amazing. Hello, creeper. What is popping? But yeah, I just honestly going with the flow with this stream and kind of letting, the universe take us where this is going to take us. So, but yeah, what time did you start to shiver when you did the ice bath challenge a year ago? It's really funny that you bring the ice bath challenge up because it was actually a year ago that I did the ice bath challenge, because it was last winter, and that was a 30-day challenge. And now I'm in this winter and I'm like in the biggest comfort zone that I've ever been in. Like, I don't know, heaters full blast, got my warm tea. I've been like in the biggest comfort zone like I've been in for a long time, as opposed to when I was doing the ice bath challenge last year. I really didn't expect myself to get to this point, but yeah, it is what it is, and now I have to do more ice baths. But a year ago, I don't know. I never really started to shiver when I did the ice baths. Um, it was mainly after the ice bath, because you get really, really cold if you don't move. So yeah, I would usually shiver up if I didn't jump into a hot shower or something after the 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 ice bath. But I never really shivered in the ice bath. It was just more of a matter of like controlling my breath and controlling my mind. And our minds are so powerful when we can tap into their deepest nature and their capabilities. And I think the ice baths, because they were such an extreme, I was able to see, the true capabilities of my mind, which, yeah, was really mind blowing, and has probably been, honestly, that 30-day challenge was probably one of like the most incredible, life changing challenges that I've done in terms of seeing, what we are capable as human beings, which I think is really easy to kind of lose touch to our capabilities, especially when we are in a comfort zone. And what I'm finding myself in now, especially, like a bit of just like a rut, and trying to, kind of find creativity, but I just haven't been able to. And I think it's really easy to then, lose touch to our true power. And ice baths are the way to tap into that true power. Love from India, bro. Right back at you, man. Love from Australia. Love to everyone, anyone. So much love. When did you learn to take the ice baths? So I basically learned from Wim Hof, because I have been doing like the Wim Hof method for a couple years. Actually, just doing like cold showers and practicing his breathing techniques and doing all that. And then eventually I just built up the balls, basically, and just went for it. I just said, what, I'm gonna do an ice bath. I feel like I'm ready. It was summer, so it was a bit easier. Oh, it wasn't summer. It was a hotter day, I remember. Anyway, it was a hotter day just before winter came around. And then I started to learn how to do the ice baths. But Wim Hof method is a great way to learn how to deal with the, I guess, discomfort of the cold. Drinking teas is a great way to deal with the discomfort of the cold as well, which I've been doing way too much this winter. Virtual hug from Timothy G. Virtual hug back to you. I don't know if that's, I don't know what that is, but how's the audio, guys? Is the audio okay? Is the music okay? I hope it's all like good and working well. Yo. So I'm just getting my Instagram post up right now, because we need to get the people on to... Oh gosh, I just realized how horrible the thumbnail is for this live stream right now. My bad. But we'll try fix that. But for the time being, we are just gonna vibe out. All right. What's happening, Akmal? A wave to you, man. Wave to you. So, I was genuinely thinking of bringing some banana bread onto this live stream, but I figured that it is. I'm trying not to eat too late before bed, because I'm really trying to savor my sleep and not have my digestive system trying to digest a whole bunch of banana bread while I'm trying to sleep. So I decided not to this live stream. But is there anything you guys are like dying for right now in terms of foods? Like, what's the cravings? What's the food on the menus for you guys right now? Because I know for me, I recently went plant-based for a little bit because I was just experimenting a little bit with foods and, how they make me feel. And I've been really trying to, you know, get on top of like my mental clarity and my energy and all that. And yeah, was plant-based for a bit, for a few months, like 4 months actually, and then kind of went back to just mainly plant-based, but eating meats every now and then. But I feel like food is just such a tricky topic, and I've kind of come to conclude that it's really just based on feel. And I found myself so easily being caught up in hearing other people's like opinions on diets, and I feel like it's really easy to get caught up in, what are the right foods, what are the wrong foods. And I think at the end of it all, I'm just coming to realize that it's just whatever makes me feel good, whatever makes me feel clear as well. Because yeah, I was in like weeks and so much energy spent on not knowing what I should be eating, hearing like successful stories of, people on a plant-based diet who are like feeling, enlightened and absolutely on top of the world, and then some people saying how it's completely ruined their lives. I don't know, so many different experiences with different diets. And yeah, I think it's just really, really tuning into yourself and tuning into what makes you feel good. Of course, what tastes good, but what nourishes you, what helps you function the best as a human being. And for some people, meat does, work for people, and for some other people, meat doesn't work, or carbs don't work, whatever the case may be. So now I'm really just tuning and trying so many different foods to see, what makes me feel the best. And I think for the time being, I'm kind of sticking to mainly plant-based, because I do feel best when I eat mainly plant-based, but not being so strict and rigid with what I eat, because I think that takes away from the beauty of life. And there's a lot of energy that we, I think, use up when we are very rigid and restrictive with certain things in life. But if it works for us, it works for us. If we have a completely restrictive plant-based diet and it works, or a completely restrictive, paleo diet, whatever it may be, and it works for you and that truly resonates with you, and I think that works too. But for me, just kind of easing the restrictions, and tapping into myself. What is my body telling me that I need right now? And today I needed a lamb shank, and we had like the most incredible lamb shanks like on the planet. It was like amazing. I don't even want to get into it because it was so good. It was just so good. What's up? How do I pronounce your name? Zirul? I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong, but what's up, man? Your production quality is amazing. I really appreciate that, man. Yeah, we try and make the experience as good as possible. Try, I think it's really important to make watching videos an enjoyable experience. That's something that has resonated with me from childhood, from watching other YouTubers, and I don't know, people who always had good quality production. I don't know, they always just left me with more than just watching a video. It just brought I don't know, just a much greater experience to it, and I think there is a lot to having good production. But again, it's not the be all and end all. I think there's kind of like three overarching kind of ideas and points that we, when we are content creators, kind of have to have ticked. And I think one of them is production, but I believe like 2 out of 3 need to be ticked. Like there's like personality and who you are and what you are offering, and then I think there's like the value side. What are you teaching? And then there's kind of the production and the edits, and if you're bringing your personality and you're also bringing value, but the production is not as great, then I think there's so many people out there who are killing the game without the production. But I personally enjoy good production. Just makes me feel good. Yo, Hermit, what is happening, man? It's good to see some people who usually comment on my vids who are now in the stream. It's really, really cool to be here and be able to connect with you guys live. Like, I'm really here talking with you. Like, damn. Shit got real. I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm trying to figure out how do I fix the thumbnail, because I'm not exactly sure how to fix the thumbnail for my live, but it is what it is, and I guess I'm just gonna have to let it go and let it be. I am 19 years old, which is, I don't know, a lot of people don't really expect me to be 19, but I am, so yeah. Your videos are awesome. Appreciate that, Hermit, dude. I always appreciate your comments and your love. It is truly, truly appreciated. Go to YouTube Studio, take your live stream, click edit. It's just not popping up on my... Oh, I've got to go to live there. Okay, there we go. Hermit, you, my friend, thank you so much. I'm going to have to use an older thumbnail now. What do we got? I need just something really casual. Where are we at? What are we thinking for thumbnails? How's the music as well? I hope the music is okay. It works. We're just gonna go with this for the meantime. Although this is another photo, but it's gonna have to work. Sweet. Alright. Yo, Kenny, brother. Man, just woke up from my sleep and saw you on. Good morning. I hope your morning is treating you well, and I hope your sleep was immaculate. I am here sipping on a tea vibing with everyone, and kind of just would love to have some questions roll in. If you guys have anything that is kind of on your mind, anything that you want to talk about. I've kind of talked a little bit about, where I'm at the moment. I've found myself like in a little bit of a rut like the past like 2 weeks, and I not a lot of people really expect it, but this live stream was actually really out of my comfort zone. I've been doing a lot of things like this week to get out of my comfort zone, because when I'm in a rut, I feel like the solution is just do something new, something that is going to bring like a fresh perspective of some sort, and stimulate my mind in a way that's not being stimulated in this warm, cozy environment of my room. And anyway, yeah, I've been doing things out of my comfort zone, and here I am doing this, and am really happy to be here. Hello, bro. How can I increase my height? That's a question that I've gotten a little bit of. I feel like I'm not really the person to ask, as I did not increase my height whatsoever. And I think you just gotta let nature created you to be as tall as you are gonna be. So a big level of acceptance has to be there, bro. And you will grow to however old you'll grow, however tall you'll grow. And you still got time to grow. You are 18. I think we stopped growing at 21. I don't know. I stopped growing when I was 18. But again, I'm a different. I'm probably a bit different to your case, but stretching is great. I heard people who do like hot yoga. I've been doing like a lot of hot yoga. Someone who was doing a lot of hot yoga, he actually like grew taller because he was doing a lot of stretching, a lot of yoga. But I think with our height, really, it's something that we cannot change. We literally can't. And coming to acceptance of that, it can be difficult, and I totally understand, because I've been there, and it's been my greatest struggle has been with accepting my height, and still to this day am I working on overcoming that. But it's something that we work through, and we need to take our mind off our height and put it to things that we do have control over. And I know it's cliche, especially if you hear other videos about how to overcome a height insecurity. It's always going to tell you, someone most of the time will tell you to focus on the things that you can control, but it is so true. And I think it goes for any insecurity. Doing things that we can control, putting our energy into that, and where our energy goes is where our mind goes. Where our mind goes is where our energy goes. It should be. And when we are putting our mind into working on our mental state, working on our physical shape, our energy changes, and people just feel that off us. And it's life is energy, and people respond to our energies. So if we're always focusing on our height, people will focus on it as well. So it's really, really important to focus and put our energy into working on our energy. Yeah. What's up, lyrics, dude? What's your diet? My diet is, I kind of touched a little bit about it before. So Whoa, that turmeric is real strong. Had to take a sip of my tea. But my diet has been plant-based for like 3 to 4 months, but I kind of just was talking a little bit about how I'm no longer restricting myself. I'm really just eating by feel and what makes me function the best as a human being. And I do prefer to eat mainly plant-based, but sometimes eating meat, such as today, as I had meat, is what my body was telling me and is what I needed. So really eating by feel, but eating organic and eating good whole foods is like a staple no matter what. And I believe that is something that a lot of us should incorporate, is organic whole foods, not processed, of course, all that good stuff. So that's currently my diet. What's your plan for YouTube ahead? I'd love to do more of these live streams. This is my first stream, so I'm really just getting a little bit of a feel for, putting myself out into the world live, no edits, nothing. Can't hide behind my camera and retake, different clips. I just have to let it flow. And I think, the plans, I think, to really continue to upload and continue to evolve on YouTube. And I'm really still trying to find, I'm really just finding what videos work the best for me at the moment, and what I enjoy doing the most, and what you guys enjoy the most as well from me. And really just going to keep doing what I'm doing, and hopefully just incorporating more of these live streams, and also more adventures, and getting out of my comfort zone, and bringing the camera a little bit more out of my room, I think is what I'd love to do eventually. But we'll see where it takes us. So just trusting the process at the moment, and loving each video as they come. And thanks for the advice. I loved your high confidence video. No problems, man. I hope it can help in some way or another. Really just try to exert the learnings that I have learned myself and pass that on. But I am no guru or nothing. I'm just an ordinary short guy going through life, learning and sharing that through video format. And it's amazing to be able to have such an impact by doing that. What do you think about Reddit community? I mean, I have kind of dabbled just a little bit on like Reddit, short guy communities, and personally, not for me. The energy is just a little bit more, I don't know, I felt a little bit drained when I was on those kind of forums. And I mean, people have success stories, people have, more people perhaps complaining. There's a lot of different things that go on there, and a lot of different opinions. And I think I just pulled back from that and have just kind of tried to experience life myself and create my own experiences, and not, felt down because of somebody else's experience. Echo chamberish. Damn. I have no clue how I'm gonna fix that. I'm really sorry. Damn. Yeah, this is my first live, so I'm really need to work out how to get everything smoothly going. So I really apologize if it's sounding like an echo chamber at the moment. Yeah, I don't know what I can do, to be honest. Let's just hear it for ourselves. I'm just gonna chuck it on my phone so I can hear as well. Oh, oh, I meant. Oh, okay. All right. I shot myself. I'm like, damn. Technical difficulties are kind of the last thing that I want going on in this stream right now. So, okay, thank God. It's just the Reddit forum, which is an echo chamber. But yeah, I think it's there's a point where we do have to step back and from Reddit forums and from YouTube videos and really just experience life ourselves, and that might mean like blocking Reddit for every day. Like I recently just got an app. If you have a Mac, I'm not sure if they have it on Windows, but it's called Focus. Like, let's see, one focus, like the number one and then focus. And you can there's a ton of like website blocking apps out there, but yeah, try that out and maybe just every single day block Reddit and see if that helps a bit, because I think that will hopefully take your mind off it. And I think that's really like social media detoxes have been like an absolute life changer for me, because when we're like in social media, on our laptops, on technology, it's like I feel like it's such a bubble that gets created that we get trapped in, and from an outsider's perspective, they someone will look at us, maybe we're feeling a bit down, but someone from the outside of our bubble will see that we're on Reddit like 3 hours a day, and then we're kind of questioning, like, why do I always feel so down, and why am I feeling this way? And I think a lot of the mental challenges that we face are due to an overconsumption of social media of some sort. Reddit forums, perfect example. So detoxing is so crucial to our mental health, to our spiritual health, to our physical health. Stepping back and seeing the world for what it is, because other people's opinions, other people's experiences, other people's judgments are there. It's theirs. It's their life, their experience, their judgment, their opinions. It's not ours. And we are the creators of our life. Like, we literally create our life. Our thoughts literally create our reality. So stepping back from technology, social media, and taking in the life that is around us, and realizing how powerful we are as human beings to create a life that is incredible. And we lose this kind of faith, and we lose this self-belief when we are constantly absorbed in YouTube videos and Reddit forums and social media, and that's what they're designed to do. That's what these algorithms are designed to do, to suck us in. And we lose our power. And I've come to realize this for myself, how much power I've lost to social media, to technology, and it's been a battle of gaining that power back and realizing how powerful we are as human beings. And there are so many short guys, or whatever the insecurity is that you might be facing, or whatever the challenge is that you might be facing. Perhaps it's to do with money, or perhaps it's to do with where you live. I'm sure there is someone around you, or who was in a similar situation to you, who achieved a remarkable life. And that can give us hope. But again, we can't hold on to this hope, but we can at least see the possibilities that are there. And there's so many possibilities that we have, that we can create for ourselves. So yeah, tapping into our power, because we are so powerful as human beings, as having the minds that we have, that no other species have, other than dolphins and some other remarkable animals who are more incredible than us. Well, I mean, a lot of animals are really more incredible than us human Homo sapiens, but we like to believe that we are the best. We can create a world that is amazing, and that's the beauty of being a human. We have so much power, don't we? Crazy, crazy, crazy. It's me, Hermit, subbed from my own account. What's happening? Is that Astul? I hope I'm pronouncing that right as well. What is your favorite football team? I'll be right back. My people. This football team right here is the greatest football team in the world. AC Milan, through thick and thin. No arguments. We are on our way to becoming the greatest football club once again. It is going to happen. Do you think Lionel Messi is part of the short community? Depends what you classify as short. But sure, yeah, he is. He would be, according to the societal standards, perhaps. I don't know. For me, he wouldn't. For others, he would. But yeah. Are you still in school or working? I graduated from high school 2 years ago, so I am currently working, and decided not to go to university or college, whatever you call it, whatever location you're in. So yeah, just working and earning that dosh, trying to, and also creating YouTube videos, and put a lot of my energy into this, because I love it. And hopefully we can do this forever, not forever. For as a full-time thing. That would be great. That would be a dream. But I need to take my tea is going really cold. That's what happens when I go off on a rift. What do you think? Is blue a vibe? Blue. If you drink tea, does anyone drink tea? Let me know. What teas? Do we drink tea or do we drink coffees? I personally am off caffeine. I have been for a little while, and just tried to get my energy through non-caffeine stimulant substances. But it's a really, really interesting discussion, hearing people, whether they drink coffee or not, or whether they have caffeine or not. Um, but I was having way too much of it, and I had to step back because I was, yeah. If you've watched some of my videos, you'll know that I was having like 2 scoops of pre-workout a day, and starting to get into my coffees, and it was just nuts, and my brain was kind of out of my brain. That's how cracked out I was getting. Who is your favorite football player? I don't really have one. Um, I used to like just a random football player, Ambrosini. Really random. He was a really old football player, and he was gonna retire. And he was my favorite player. I don't know why. I don't know why. You know when you just like random things? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway. Matcha gets me pretty wide. Is it bad to ask what's in matcha again? That's it's green tea and something else, right? Am I correct in saying that? Um, I dabbled a little bit with green tea, but never, never, never went deep with the green teas. Um, but I was drinking well, actually, it was funny because the other night, there was cacao, like cacao nibs. I bought like these cacao little kind of nibs, but they were like pure cacao. And cacao, there's caffeine in cacao, and basically, I had a lot of them, and I couldn't figure out why I was having a really dodgy sleep. And then, anyway, next morning, search up like how much caffeine is in cacao nibs. There's a little bit, but I had a lot of it, and yeah, that was funny because I'm like really sensitive to caffeine now because I haven't had it for so long. And then I had these cacao nibs, and they just absolutely did me dirty, and I was having some weird ass dreams. um, what's up, Zach? Do you still work out? Yes, I do still work out. I'm actually just getting back into it. I'm now doing like outdoor workouts, so uh, I'm really enjoying that. It's like at an outdoor gym, and um, that's really, really enjoyable. And I get to witness the amazing sun rise on the water while doing, you know, some push-ups and some burpees. I don't do burpees actually. What do I even do? I don't know. I just use the machines there, and bring my cables and just get a juicy pump, and then walk past some fit mums, and just have my biceps popping through my shirt, and I'm feeling real good about myself. That used to be the reason though that I would work out though. Is for the milfs, for the single mums. Do you play video games? I used to play video games. I actually recently sold my Xbox, which is like kind of mind blowing to me, because it was such a huge part of my life, and then I sold it, and it was like, whoa, I'm really really evolving here, and not playing video games anymore, and that was like a big part of my life that was gone, which I feel good about. Has freed up so much space for me. Just has been incredibly liberating. Crushed green tea leaves. A lot of Buddhist monastic monks drink green tea, which was something that made me ponder if that goes against their teachings. Yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting. Hey, But so it's just crushed green tea leaves. Okay. Yeah. I know I don't know if any of you remember the or have seen my meditation video that I did with my friend Malcolm, who actually was in a monastery. He was actually a monk for a little while, and I'd be curious. I'd love to ask him what they were drinking, what teas they were drinking, and see what his thoughts are about that, because that would be a really, really interesting conversation to have. Kenny, man, I have to get you in contact with Malcolm, and you can discuss green tea and ponder if that goes against their teachings. What's in this tea? So this tea has got. I was a little bit on the tired side, so I've just got some chaga mushrooms, ashwagandha, a little bit of honey, lemon, ginger, turmeric, and I think that's it. Just really things to kind of bring my energy up a little bit more. Um, so I mean, it's kind of a bad thing. It's kind of a good thing, but I don't really have teas for taste anymore. I kind of have teas for the way they make me feel. Um, so I've gotten used to like really bad tasting teas, and other people will try my tea and say that it's absolutely horrible, but I like it, and I like this. I just put like enough honey to make it taste good enough. Um, yeah. How's it going, bro? Vibes. Um, it's going well, man. It's going well. Really just chilling and enjoying the vibes and enjoying each day and each moment as they come. How are you doing, man? Where do you live exactly? I'm in Australia. I'm in Sydney, Australia, at the moment. You have pretty big hands, bigger than mine. Sorry, I'm drunk. Oh, good, man. You have an exemption for your comment. No, you don't. No exemption if you're drunk or not. I'm kidding. Do your thing. Comment your thing. I am. It's all good, man. It's all good. Yo, Magnus is in the chat. Magnus has arrived. Magnus live from Spain. Did the same with my PS4. It was hard, but 100% worth it. Dude, it is like... It is really, really worth it. And it's just like... I don't know, man. I feel like I've got a brand new mind after kind of letting go of video games, because we don't even realize how much time it takes up and how easy of a hole it is to get lost in when we like go for one game. It's never one game. It's never ever one game. I think if you want to lose self-trust, just tell yourself just play video games, because I think that one game is never one game. Yeah, I'll get you in contact, Kenny. 100%, man. Are there many short guys in Australia? I don't know. I don't really pay attention, to be honest. If I come to Australia to study or something, let me crash on your place. Jokes. Yeah. I'm gonna have to turn this place into a what do you call them? Where like backpackers and stuff, like they come and crash at your place. You can like, there's like apps where you can put yourself on the app, and like backpackers can like get in contact with you and crash at your place. And I don't know, it's a really cool system when I eventually start to travel, and if I'm traveling on my own, or with just one other person or whatever it is, and we're not staying at hotels or whatever. I think this would be an amazing way to connect with people, around the world, like staying, like really immersing yourself in a culture through like staying at somebody's house who lives in that country. Basically like an exchange, I feel like would be really, really, really incredible. I was never able to experience doing exchange student kind of thing in high school, because I thought I was too cool for that, but I totally regret that, and I wish that I did take those opportunities, because man, there is so much growth when it comes to traveling and experiencing new cultures. Like, it gets me excited talking about travel. But yep, and I always, something I should have done but ended up playing games instead for short-term pleasure. Yeah, video games is like the easiest way to access those dopamine hits. And honestly, it's such a, it's I don't know, like, I never really tend to feel guilty if I play a lot of video games. It's more so like just a feeling of having my energy completely sucked away from me. And yeah, that it's a whole discussion, video games, isn't it? But some people love it, and I have like, I know people like, dude, like, oh, I don't know. Some people just love it for their whole lives. People who, grew up on, I don't know what, I don't know. I just, what are some old, like, people who grew up on Pac-Man and stuff, and they just have this kind of like childhood memories that are associated with video games, and that just becomes a hobby for them. And I totally respect that as well. Totally do. But for me, yeah, video games were like a energy vampire for me personally. Yo, yeah, Isaac, what is happening, Jury Chavez? Is that how you pronounce your surname? Chavez. I'm guessing it's Chavez. And I'm gathering it's South American. Man, I just love South American cultures. They're just incredible. Just like the best energy ever. Oh my god. Never mind my horrible grammar on the first sentence. Rip. Oh, good man. I've kind of adjusted my mind to understanding, and didn't really think about it, but I feel like I'm really lagged behind these comments, and it's really horrible. But oh well. I realize you have a really great voice for radio and EMC. EMCEE. What's EMCEE? I'd love to know that. Is that podcasting? Podcasting perhaps is on the table one day. But yeah, love using my voice. But I really appreciate that comment. Thank you, Gabrielle. Really appreciate that. I've always had a lot of barriers around my voice. Something that I've worked through, and that I'm still working through, using my voice. But hearing that means a lot. Really means a lot to me. My channel is based on a video game. Hell yeah, man. That's sick. So many people crushing it out there on YouTube. Like, video games has to be probably the biggest. Would gaming be the biggest niche on YouTube? I'd say so. Oh my god. YouTube, YouTube, what do you call it? YouTube gaming is like, that's my childhood. That's literally my childhood. I was a FIFA boy personally, so I watch a lot of FIFA YouTubers, but I loved public videos, like public daring, public interviews, all that stuff I found really funny, especially KSI. That's, oh my god, he was ruthless. Like, he was absolutely ruthless. I don't know if anyone watched KSI, like, old school videos. Like, oh my god, he did the most ruthless like public videos and interviews. It's just so funny. Absolutely love it. Hosting. Okay. Yeah, I'd be curious to dabble in the radio, maybe. I don't know. Create my own kind of radio channel with this YouTube channel. Hostels. Kenny, bro, it took you a few goes to get there. But you got there in the end, man. The grammar mistakes are on point with this live. Absolutely loving it. Got the last sip of my tea, so cheers to anyone who is sipping a tea or a coffee right now. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Down the hatch. And when you don't stir your tea, you get all the bits at the bottom, and it's never a fun time when you got all those bits at the bottom. But YouTube revolves around gaming. Yeah, I would agree. I would agree. So, yeah. No. How's the music? Is the music any good? Like, in terms of, is it a vibe? Is it a good vibe? Because I can't hear the music. I created a playlist, but I'm realizing that I've had to replay the playlist over and over again, and I underestimated how long I would be on a live stream for. So, I don't think I'd be the greatest DJ. I'd just be like replaying the same songs over and over again if this was a DJ set right now. But I mean, we got some drunk people in the chat, so you know, maybe it's not. I wonder if been any good to the ears of the drunk. But yeah, I'm curious, guys. Like, I mean, random question. I don't know, but is stepping out of your comfort zone like something that you guys struggle with? I mean, inevitably we all do struggle with stepping into discomfort, but I'd be curious to know what your kind of, what brings you the most discomfort, and what is something that you want to, you know, do more of that is uncomfortable to you, that is outside of your comfort zone, but that you want to do more of. It's just something that's been on my mind a lot, and I'm really curious to know what are other people's kind of comfort zones like. What brings them discomfort? I know what brings me discomfort. You know, this winter has been the cold, obviously, but you know, there's a lot of discomfort when it comes to even approaching, approaching groups of strangers, talking to new people, and putting myself out into like certain events, and heights absolutely are the death of me. but are things that I want to do more of. I'm curious, what is something that you want to do more of that is outside of your comfort zone, but that you feel, because I feel like discomfort is like, and it brings, like, when we have discomfort, like, there's so much freedom on the other side of discomfort. And I think we know deep down what things, like, whether it's starting a business or talking to that person that we always see at the coffee store or whatever, is going to bring us the most freedom, although it brings us the most discomfort. I'm curious. I'm really curious to know what. Hey SC, one book recommendation. One book that changed your life the most. Oh, okay. One book that changed my life the most. Wow. It's fairly cliche, but it would have to be The Power of Now. I think that really kind of set me on a really deep path of bettering myself and of learning more about myself, and taking control of my life and taking control of my mind, and really working on myself spiritually, mentally, and emotionally, and so many other aspects. The Power of Now completely opened my mind up to a completely new way of thinking, which I had not been exposed to, and I did read it at a very young age as well. So it was quite incredible for me personally. And The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. If you've heard of it, and I feel like it's a very popular book, but if you haven't heard of The Power of The Power of Now and Eckhart Tolle, it's spelled he's spelled ECKHRT. That's how you spell Eckhart, and Tolle is TOLLE. Would highly recommend reading it, and it is tricky to get your mind around it a little bit, and I've read it twice, 3 times now, but incredible book. Incredible book. If you have your own radio program, what would you name it? Gosh, I don't know. I'm gonna just throw something out there, but I'd love to hear some radio or / podcast name suggestions in the comments right now, or in the chat, shall I say. But I don't know, like, the vibe. That's the vibe radio. It's a vibe. It's banana. I don't know. Banana bread and chill. Banana bread and chats. Tea and chats. I really, I don't know. I have no idea. It's gonna, yeah. I don't know. If I have my banana bread, I feel like I might be a little bit more creative with those names, because banana bread brings creativity to me. I don't know why, but it just does. I live in the country, so the idea of living in a big city makes me feel extremely uncomfortable. Wow. Okay, that's really interesting. That's really, really interesting. I've lived in the city my whole life, and the actual opposite, I feel, is living in the country scares me because of the stillness and that would bring. And I think living in the country would be amazing, but it also scares me because that is uncomfortable for me too. But I mean, really, like, living in the city, I couldn't really say, because I'm so used to living in the city, and I am just so used to the noise and all the people and everything. But it's again something that you'd adapt in time, like we adapt to everything and anything. We're humans. That's our nature, is to adapt to certain environments. So uh, it would take willpower, but it would also having the understanding that you will be totally fine. You will find your group. You will find your people. No doubt. When you move to a big city, there is like everyone and anyone. You will find people who like staring at the ceiling for a living, and you'll find people who love Star Wars. You will find whatever floats your boat, whatever is your thing. You will find those people in a big city. You will find your way, no doubt about it. But if it's something that brings discomfort, I highly recommend stepping into that. Highly recommend stepping into that. Is 5'5" short for a guy in the West? I don't know. To some people, not to me, but really depends. Perspective at the end of the day is everything. I talk to strangers a fair bit, but talking to someone attractive is a bit nerve wracking. So I got to take pretty ladies off the pedestal. Yeah, totally feel you on that. I think it's funny how looks can trigger us to act a certain way. Just like when a camera is on, our cells actually act in a different way. It's really, really fascinating. But I find the same thing, and I definitely find kind of approaching people who I would tend to put on a pedestal from a place of being okay with where I'm at in that moment, no matter what, no matter the reaction that I get, no matter what they say, what they do, how pretty they are, or how much value they have, or whatever. I think we can approach these people who we see as attractive or high value from a place of authenticity, when we are at complete acceptance with ourselves and with who we are. And it's just like detachment is kind of the word that comes to me the most when I read your comment, Kenny. Just detachment, and it's all energy. It's all energy. Looks are seen. It's like, yeah, I said it in a YouTube video, but it's like the first layer of lasagna. That's all physical appearances. The every other layer is, in my opinion anyway, is the energy, is how you are feeling, how the other person makes you feel, what energy, what is the frequency they are giving off. That's the beef of the lasagna, in my opinion. I I would consider living in the city just for the new experiences that'll open your world. That's for vibes. Yeah, totally agree with that. I would love to move to another city eventually as well, because there's so much experience. I mean, I feel like I'm young, so I have barely experienced, living in another city and experiencing that and opening my world in that way. So I'd love to do that as well. How are you so good at public speaking? Am I able to agree to disagree? I don't know, man. Does this count as public speaking? I don't know. Well, I think there's a level of practice that comes with speaking publicly, or speaking you know, in front of a camera, it just takes practice. It really just takes practice. And I used to fear it. I feared, I had a fear before even coming onto this live stream. Probably just as much as any other person, but it's just getting into a flow, and it's just practicing and doing this, speaking in front of a camera or in front of people on a regular basis. I would highly recommend for people who perhaps are wanting to public speak or speak in front of camera to do it every single day for 10 minutes, and speak intentionally and speak about things that you love. And when you do that, you can look back and look over yourself and see, where you're not feeling, if you're feeling that you are coming off authentically, what you feel like you could work on a little bit more. But again, we can be really self-critical of ourselves as well. So remembering that how other people are perceiving us on a stage or on a video or on camera, probably not as bad as we think we're being perceived. But yeah, practice makes perfect with public speaking, I guess, with speaking publicly, and just keep doing it. Just keep doing it. I'm so lost. I'm currently running away from the police while watching your live. Anyway, I have a question. What's your opinion on I got to go. See ya. See ya, man. All the best with the police chase. Stay safe. And thanks for tuning in. How to maintain eye contact when talking to people. I have a big problem with eye contact. I think it's social anxiety. This is crazy because I used to struggle with this so much as well. When it comes to eye contact, I would highly recommend searching up in your area if there's any eye gazing workshops, like eye space gazing workshops, and it's where you go and you look at other people in the eye. That's literally all you do, and usually there's probably some form of perhaps fear of connection with others. Sometimes it is a fear of being heard, being seen. So I think what kind of helped me was to really reconnect with myself, first of all, to actually look at myself in the eyes, like go to the mirror and look at myself in the eyes, and just feel comfortable doing that, and just breathe and be okay, and come to a state of loving myself, was really, really important when it came to helping my eye contact. And then eye gazing workshops, and kind of delving a little bit behind why it is that we struggle to hold eye contact, and when we kind of self-reflect a little bit, we can find the answers. And for me, it was just a fear of connecting with others and a fear of being heard, because of things that happened in my childhood, and I had to, and still am, healing parts of myself that fear connection with others, and that fear being heard and being seen. So it's usually a good indicator if we struggle with maintaining eye contact, is usually an indicator that we have a fear of and have some perhaps trauma is a bit of a strong word, but It's the only one that's coming to me, but a little bit of trauma behind connecting with others and being seen by others. So just work on connecting with ourselves and reminding ourselves that it's okay to be seen and to be heard, and that we're good no matter what. We love ourselves, so the opinions of others and judgments of others don't shake us whatsoever, because we love ourselves. So yeah, and of course socializing as much as you can definitely helps. But I feel you, man. I feel you. Yeah, definitely try the eye gazing workshop. Try it out, 100%. I'm a senior in high school and I want to be a wildland firefighter part-time while going to college, but I don't know what I want to do in college. Okay, so why is it that you want to go to college? Just out of curiosity? Is it just for the experience? Because I felt in the same boat as well. I wanted to, well, here in Australia we call it university, but college, whatever. Yeah, I was thinking about going to university, but I didn't know what to do either. And I only graduated from high school 2 years ago, so I feel you on this. But I actually decided not to go because there was nothing that interested me. And for me, something that was really important was to do, is really to do things that I love, and not force things in my life. Like, I wasn't going to force myself to go to university just because other people were. And I know like how much parental pressure there can be as well to going to university or college. But if just keep searching and just try things out as well, I think is important. But for me personally, I didn't decide to go because there was nothing that really connected with my heart, and I just wanted to experience the world a little bit more, and work with people and put myself out there. And if I got an interest in medicine or whatever it was, then I always knew that I could go to college/university. But I wish you the best in that, and I hope you find something that you want to do, or you kind of just go with the flow of life and let, I think wildland firefighter, man, that would be sick. That would be incredible. Wow, that would really be incredible. But just listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. What is your heart telling you? Really important. Really important. What's up, Harry? What is up? What height do you think is considered short? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I'd say I'm pretty tall, right? 4'6". I'd say so. So maybe like 2'2", 2'1". That's pretty short, right? No, I don't know. I have no. It's really perspective. Everybody considers different heights short. So, yeah. I've never been to college, but I wanted to go because it's a main place to meet friends and girls. Yeah. So the social aspect of college is amazing as well. But I think we can also create that aspect through going out as well. If we're going out to places where we know that there's going to be people who are around our age socializing. Maybe that's a club, maybe that's sporting events, maybe that is certain events where we know people around our age or who have similar interests to us, I think we can still build the social circle outside of being in college or university. But it's a great way as well to build our social life. 100%. You're the man, bro. Thanks, Slim Shady. Appreciate that. Right back at you. Do you have a job other than YouTube? At the moment, I do, but I would absolutely love to do YouTube as a full-time thing. So that's something that I'm working towards, and hopefully can do. Hopefully can manifest to happen. So, yeah. Read The Power of Subconscious Mind. Thanks for the recommendation. We'll check that out 100%. Guys, how long have we been live on here for? God damn, we've been on here. Hour and 20 minutes has like flown past. Like, holy smokes. I'm kind of like mind blown right now that we have been live for that long. Where are you guys tuning in from right now? Let me know as well. I am really, really curious to know where you guys are coming from. Super curious. So I think on that note, I'm probably gonna wrap this up because it is getting quite late here in the down under land of Australia, and I don't know if you can tell, but I'm getting tired, and I really need to sleep. And I've really, really, really enjoyed this live stream. It has been great, and I really appreciate everyone who's tuned in. And shout out to everyone who has been in the chat, and connecting with you guys has been incredible. Hope you're well, brother. Wolfie, hope you're well too, bro. Hope you're well too, man. Sick to see you here. Gabrielle from Singapore. I would love to visit Singapore. I heard there's an amazing garden that is in Singapore. There's like this huge, incredible garden there. So I'd love to come to Singapore one day. It looks like an incredible, incredible country. Kenny from Bay Area, California. Do not. I'm a bee in Cali one day, and I'm a bee in Washington too, Harry. I'm a bee everywhere where you guys are. I wanna. This is incredible seeing where everyone is from. Really blows my mind that we can connect on just through this. Yeah, garden in the bay. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. When's your next live? My next live will be hopefully next week. Hopefully I can do this weekly. I would love to do this weekly. So if you follow me on Instagram, Isaac Natoli, I'll definitely keep you guys up to date with when the next live is coming. But weekly uploads are coming, and hopefully I can put in a live stream each week as well. That would be amazing to do this and to connect with you guys each week like this. And yeah, it's been amazing. Thank you, Gabrielle, for tuning in. Kenny, thanks for good night, and have a great day, Kenny. Have a great start to the day. Thanks for the chill vibes, brother. No worries at all, man. I hope I was able to bring some vibes and some positive energy to you guys. Yeah, it's been great, this first live stream, to be able to do this. See you, Akmal. See you, Gabrielle. See you, everybody, tuning out so much peace to you all, so much love to you all. I hope you all have an amazing, amazing rest of the day and start of the next week that is coming. So yeah, thanks again for tuning in, guys, and yeah, I will see you in the next live stream and in the next upload, which will be coming next week. So stay tuned. Much love and peace.